Back in 2021, when I was just getting started in crypto, I invested in a bunch of crypto coins that were supposed to make me a millionaire. But like most beginners, I didn't stand a real chance. I neither had any prior experience with crypto, nor the knowledge of how to choose the right coins. As a result, I ended up losing thousands of dollars, making obvious mistakes along the way. That was hard to accept, but it motivated me to dive deep into the market. So throughout the last bear market, I closely monitored crypto coins, VC funds, and crypto communities, with only one goal: to be ready to spot altcoins that could potentially spike in a new cycle, and buy them before they actually do. Now we're in the middle of the bull market, and to make the most of this cycle, I've made a checklist guide for myself for selecting altcoins. So I will be able to focus and invest only in the best projects before they spike and give 10x or even 100x. And in this video, I'll share my checklist that literally cost me thousands of dollars to develop, so that by the end of this video, you'll not only know which 4 altcoins I'm betting on, but you'll also have a crypto selection framework and will be able to pick good coins for yourself before they explode. But before we dive in, I have to say, I'm only sharing my experience here, and this video is not investment advice. Okay, let's talk about the first project, called SUI. It's been on my radar since 2022, and my average purchase price for this coin is around 70 cents. And here's why I believe it will explode soon. First of all, let's talk about funding. If we look at the data, we'll find that SUI has raised approximately 300 million from major crypto funds, such as A16Z, Coinbase Ventures, Electric Capital, and others. This fact speaks volumes. Projects backed by major funds typically have a higher likelihood to succeed. But what tells us even more about potential of SUI to explode is amount of investment. If you were in crypto in 2022, you know that back in the days projects struggled to raise a couple $1,000,000, but 300 million is a huge amount of money, with which I'm confident they can develop anything they want, and more importantly, allocate substantial resources to marketing, which gives us a strong sign that SUI could become one of the major projects in crypto and become the new Solana of this cycle, if you know what I mean. Secondly, SUI is an independent Layer 1 blockchain developed on its own programming language known as Move. Move is a programming language for writing safe and flexible smart contracts, originally developed at Meta to power the Diem blockchain. And you guessed it, the CEO of SUI development team, Evan Cheng, who previously worked at Meta and Apple, is one of the co-creators of this language. Additionally, the SUI development team itself has prior experience working on decentralized wallet Navi and the Libra project at Meta, so the team is more than experienced. But you might ask, why do we need another blockchain when there are already 20 plus different Layer 1 blockchains? And you'd be right, if not for my third point. SUI is not like every other blockchain. Because it's developed on Move, SUI is a very fast, cheap and flexible blockchain, with the ability for objects or NFTs being stored directly on the blockchain, and with other specific blockchain features that are ideal for the gaming industry, which according to expert reports could potentially lead to a massive adoption of crypto, as there are approximately 3 billion gamers worldwide who are already used to trading digital items and buy digital things. So I won't continue to shill SUI any further because it checks off a few other important criteria on my checklist, which we'll touch on while discussing the next coin. But there is actually one other important criteria when choosing crypto coins, which I have identified from my non-crypto experience, and which nobody really talks about on YouTube. And I think it's one of the factors that makes it clear whether your coins has a chance to grow this bull market or not. And we will get back to it a bit later in this video. Speaking of coins, the next project I'm betting on is STARNET. It's a coin that was only launched in 2024. It's Layer 2 blockchain, scaling solution for Ethereum based on zk Labs, and my average purchase price for this coin is about $2.10. And let's talk about why it may spike very soon. First of all, STARNET is a Layer 2 solution for scaling Ethereum, the most widely adopted blockchain in the world. And that's a particular narrative that's popular in this cycle. Yeah, it's 2024 and we have realized that transactions on Ethereum are very expensive. A $50 transaction fee for transferring 100 USDC is not acceptable. So Ethereum has a variety of Layer 2 solutions now, such as Arbitrum, Optimism, Matic, and so on. And STARNET is one of them. But what sets STARNET apart from the rest of the competition is that it's the first zk Lab scaling solution to be launched on the market. ZK rollups are more efficient and more secure than solutions from Optimism or Arbitrum. And as long as STARNET remains the only ZK rollup solution on the market, I think it's a smart idea to keep it in your portfolio, because the project is really undervalued at the moment and STARNET's capitalization is several times smaller than its direct competitors, which gives us a clear sign that it can grow 2 or 3 times just like that. The second advantage of STARNET is purely speculative. It was launched in 2024, which means it has not yet reached its so-called maximally overvalued bubble phase, simply because not enough time passed to properly pump this project. As well as on the other hand, funds, team and investors also had no chance to sell a bunch of coins into the market and make a ton of profit. But there is another side to the story. STARNET token was launched into the market through an airdrop distribution of 700 million tokens, or 7% of the token supply, which means that there are many people who received a couple of thousand or even tens of thousands of dollars for free, which makes me wonder if they are going to push the price down at every tiny spike. And here we have to admit, this is one of the risks of buying this coin. Back in 2021, the most profitable strategy when receiving an airdrop was sell and forget, but in the current cycle, it seems like things have changed. Projects that are released via an airdrop are not dropping in price as much, and usually after the price finds its bottom, it bounces back and updates all-time highs one after another. This is already a repeating pattern of the current market cycle, and we have seen many such examples this year. Which brings us to the next coin. Let's talk about Near Protocol. This is the only coin from the previous cycle mentioned in this video, and there are a few reasons for that. It's also Layer 1 blockchain launched in 2020, it's fast, it's cool, it's secure, it's user-friendly, and I've been buying Near at $12, $8, $6, and even $2. And no, I believe in Near Protocol not because I want to gain my money back. At the moment, my average purchase price is around $3.50 per coin, and I think Near can at least renew its all-time high, and here's why. Firstly, it's remarkable technology. The blockchain is really fast and smooth, and the team ensures that interaction with the crypto becomes as frictionless as possible for regular people. Secondly, Near is a great example of how to adapt to narratives. In 2021-2022, Near Protocol positioned itself as a next Layer 1 blockchain, essentially a direct competitor to Ethereum, but better and faster. Basically like every other Ethereum killer blockchain. But in 2023, they underwent a significant rebranding. Now it's positioned as a blockchain operating system, striving to be as user-friendly as possible for app developers. And if Near can attract the most app developers who create a lot of value for users, then they will have the most users, leading Near Protocol to success. Clever enough. It's also important to note that they are also trying to tap into the AI narrative and become an AI blockchain. However, that doesn't negate the third and most important factor. The Near Protocol team often promises to create great things like every other development team, and they are truly one of those who deliver on every promise. 2 years ago, they promised a bunch of different things that other blockchains don't even think about, like transacting on different blockchains using only a Near account. And now, boom! They are releasing that functionality, and there are many more examples like this, so respect to Near Protocol, one of the few teams that brings new technology to the blockchain industry. And this leads us to the next coin. Neon EVM on Solana. I have to say, I bought it purely for speculative reasons, and I don't know much about their technology, but Neon checks that point I told you about at the beginning of this video. So my average buy price is $1.08, and I'll try to be real quick here. Here are some factors that show its upside potential. First off, this is the Solana ecosystem where every meme coin can show huge gains, so it's clearly checked here. Next, it had a huge rise to $3 even before Bitcoin reached its all-time high, which gives us a sign that even the smallest changes in the market can pump this coin. It's ready for upside. And that makes sense because it's only in the top 500 on CoinMarketCap. And lastly, this summer I was looking for a job as a graphic designer in crypto, and it was a really tough time for the market, so almost no one was hiring people, and I had plenty of time to watch for job openings in the crypto industry. And you know what? I saw the same projects actively hiring developers despite the tough market conditions, and I think it shows how strong the project is and whether they're actually developing something at home. and one of the projects that were actively hiring was Neon, along with Sui and few others. Now that you have a framework for choosing altcoins, what about Bitcoin? Should you still be buying it? And why did I sell all my Bitcoins? Click here to find out my Bitcoin strategy in this cycle and see you in the next video.